All right. How are we doing in this kind world today? How are we? This beautiful world. Oh, how we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Trying to find my way onto Lando Venata before the fight start. I'm watching Lando Venata versus Mark Diakiese as people file in. Trying to find my way. I just tweeted out a picture of this, by the way. I think I'm going to try and start doing that before the live streams to put a picture of the board so when people don't have time to make it, that seems like a smart move. I made a decision that by June I have to start jujitsu classes so I can stop losing us money on guys that just lay on their back and get grapple fucked. I will be in jujitsu classes by June. I went for a run this morning. I went out and got hammered at dinner last night, and I got up and went for a fucking run because it was like, oh my god, if I lose fucking another like, I had $5 grand on that Lugo guy last night, and I was just sitting there like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Um, so I will fix that. I will figure it out because I want to bet MMA, but Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, what do we think about Rockies? Fitness Mike. Which one? Which game? They played two. I am going to be watching. I do, Trey. How are you, my brother? How are you, guy? I think first matchup, I thought there was a little bit of value on maybe the Rockies yesterday. They were on the board. I don't like it enough. I mean, yeah, the first is versus Scooble. They theoretically should hit Scooble well. Scooble does not pitch well against lineups that like he doesn't really have the stuff to get like lineups that hit lefties well out. Yet he's a better pitcher though. I don't think there's that much value on that one. Slightest of leans Rockies, but I'm gonna be watching all day. We're going for Miggy. Oh, flip the camera. Good call. Thank you. Um, we get to watch Miggy go for 3,000. I think he's at 2,999. Um, Thoughts on Pot? Wait, hold on. Lugo got demolished. I was honestly hysterically laughing the entire time he was getting beat up. Bro, I will be in jujitsu classes by June. I can't do it anymore. That was the last one. I've lost so much money getting grapple fucked. I need to know what it's like so I can accurately bet on it. I lost $5 grand on that motherfucker. I mean, it's not him, it's me. You can't blame him. I mean, that was going to be the matchup. But yeah, insane. Thank God the Phillies. Thank God they came back late after blowing all those opportunities, fucking not covering third base that led to a run. If they lost that game, I was just going to be tilted. No, no, not really. I wanted to be tilted. I was at dinner having a good time though. Thoughts on Padres? I would lean the Dodgers. I think it's Tyler Anderson, right? He's familiar. He's such a crafty fuck. He's such a crafty motherfucker. Against Darvish, yeah, fuck. Can I get Tyler Anderson instead? Eddie Darvish versus Tyler Anderson, even money for Padres is wild. I'm actually a huge Tyler Anderson guy. I've always been a huge Tyler Anderson guy. I think he does great with what he has. Like I think he's like one of those guys that like I think if I could get Jordan Montgomery to finish into like the brain he has, and then what Jordan Montgomery has, I'll be stoked. I'll be fucking stoked as a Yankees fan. So I would rather have the Dodgers, to be honest. You know what I think is insane? I think Giants money line. I don't know, man. That's too fucking wide for me. I was trying to find my way onto the Nationals, but couldn't do it. I think they can hit Alex Wood. I actually think Alex Wood gets touched a little bit by the Nationals lineup, which is kind of crazy to say, but or it's not crazy to say. Whatever the fuck. But I think the Nats can hit Wood. Um, more contact oriented. Punch that shit to right field, dog. I think they can punch some shit to right field. You could have put up a better fight than him. Nah, I mean that guy, that grapple fucking has to be something. I have to feel it. I have to feel it. Lugo has been shit this year. I mean, dude, he's undefeated. I really like him. Oh, I watch so many interviews too. I mean, it's just what it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but I have to figure it out. I'll be in fucking jujitsu classes by June. I'll put proof up here. We'll document it or something. I mean, I'm gonna fucking do it. We will figure this out. I will figure MMA out. I love it. I will figure it out. For today, I think the Brewers. I'm starting to get a bad feeling about it because I see some people. I see some smart people I know message me about the Phillies today, which is kind of weird. Maybe thinking some momentum was built yesterday. I thought they eked by playing like shit personally. Wheeler didn't have a spring training still, right? So he's still raw. Decent start against the Mets, bad against the Marlins, I think. What happens here? I don't know. I would lean towards more bad than good. Personally, I think Hauser, little issue we have with Hauser is he's due for some serious FIP regression at some point, but it's still early. He's a ground ball guy. Wind's blowing out today. So, like home run wise, who do I think it would have like a home run edge, a dinger edge? I give the dinger edge to the Brewers. We talked about yesterday how we had a little out card with the Phillies and the fact that they probably weren't going to pitch Hader and Williams again, that kind of workload early in the season. Well, we got our out card yesterday. They pushed Ashby too. We got our runs. We had that out card. No out card today for the Phillies in that regard. Both of them will pitch today. I like the Brewers. I'll take the Brewers at this price. I will. People are starting to sell Brewers stock. Not die. I will not sell them overall. Only in matchups against lefties. Only in matchups I like against lefties. The A's are my favorite play on the board today. I think the A's win this game a very high percentage of the time, like 70%, 67, 70, somewhere in that range. Fucking Frankie Montas, and a spunky crew of A's guy. We've been wanting to invest in this disrespected A's team. I think he deals as well. I think the market is way overrating the Rangers. Nikki. I think way overrating. Like the Rangers offense is pretty good. It's all right. Pretty thick, pretty short. It's pretty short lineup. It's what it is. I don't think it's like a top 15 lineup by any means. And I think the market's rating it like it's like a top 10 lineup or something. I don't know. Do they have mad hitters? Who are the other ones? I kind of like Adolis Garcia. And I like, obviously, the top two. But outside of that, I'm pretty, not fan of anything on this team. I don't like the Rangers. Check the lineup. Who am I missing on this team? What team who am I missing? Low. Brad Miller, low. I mean, yeah, I'm missing, I guess. Cole Calhoun, like Ibanez, Willie Calhoun. No, I'm not really missing anybody. I actually checked them all off. I'm all right. I like the guys I named. But I like the A's a lot today. I think they win this game a very high percentage of the time. Nathaniel Lowe is decent, but definitely not a great lineup outside the $500 million middle infield. Agreed, Jay Baldy. And Adolis. I agree. Those three are good. I like Adolis Garcia a lot. I think he translates really well. Like, if you could make a lineup where Adolis Garcia is in like the 5-hole, he's a perfect 5-hole hitter because I don't think he has the power that they're going to try and get him to hit with in like the 3 or 4. But that guy is he's going to evolve into a very, very good 2-strike hitter, like very, very good just fucking contact. Like, I don't know why, because their swings aren't the same. It's not really the same kind of thing, but just hitter-wise, it's like that Jose Ramirez type, where it's like maybe the power's not always going to be there every year, but like you might have a couple of power years, but that guy is just going to produce runs. That Adolis Garcia guy will produce runs. Can you give me a bankroll so I can get started? How old are you? If you're old enough and you do things for kind people, if you message me, I'll send you some money. You gotta be like a kind person and do something nice for somebody today. I'll send you $100. I made a lot of money on the Phillies yesterday. No, I will do it. The fucking 2 people he can come get the money. The 2 people that won the college basketball contest never messaged me, and I made the TikTok for it, and nobody ever came to get the money. So I still have that money sitting there. I think Brewers is value there. Bullpen shouldn't give up a run as long as Hauser keeps them in it. Yeah, they have their elite bullpen. thing. I am Jake Berry. Well, you didn't ask before. He asked. Let's go through some plays. Let's go through some fucking slate, huh? So Indians, I think, just kicked off. Maybe we'll live a little bit. See if let's put your live betting hats on for the next, however many minutes you're here. How do you feel about the Rockies? Everybody's asked about the Rockies. There's two of them. The first matchup, you like the Rockies plus 125. Yeah, we had that on the leans board yesterday, so I would lean that way too. Just because the Rockies versus a lefty and just Skubal's inability to get teams that are really good against lefties. He just doesn't have the weapons. Like righty stack lineup, it's just like you can see it. And I'm really high on him, and I want him to have the weapons. He just doesn't have enough against like righty stack lineups. And the Rockies just hit lefties really well. So in a tight game where you're giving those odds, I think it's probably closer to a coin flip. Can second place get the CBB money? No, I don't think so, because I don't like giving out things for participation or second place. You get my friendship, Raptors and the points. Yeah, I think the points, though. I would want the points because I think they probably lose on like a last-second shot or something. But I think they're spunky enough. That organization, like the young guys, like there's enough Fred VanVleet, like there's enough leadership type shit there. If you saw it, you ever hear stories of Fred VanVleet wrangling the fucking players and the coaches on that Wichita State team? He was basically like a mediator / point guard / like there's nothing Fred VanVleet can't do, put it that way. Everybody's hated Greg Marshall forever. Just Fred VanVleet kept the lid on it. Let's see. So I agree with Raptors and the points. I took a little bit of that, but I don't know if I can quite record without the 3. I am Jake Berry. Rockies game was started already. Yep. The Indians started already too. Reds money line today, to be honest. Yeah. Trevor Saunders. Yeah. By the way, Trevor Saunders, I respect Chris Paul. It's not like, dude, I watched him at Wake Forest growing up. You think I don't have a love for Chris Paul? Like, dude, I have a love and respect for him. I watched him as a fucking child with Al-Farouq Aminu fucking dominating and like the tour. Like, he's just a douche. He's a troll douche, and it is what it is. Reds money line, yeah, with Maul rebound. I saw he got tagged the other day. Yeah, I think I would bet on Maul rebound. Dakota Hudson is just so unreliable. So unreliable. Is he still? It's flipped though. It's so much nicer to get it as a favorite, where in the back of your head you can just be, or as a dog, where you can just say like, okay, I faded Dakota Hudson as a favorite. You feel a lot better about it. But probably should have put that on some kind of overnight because I had that on the board early. It was annoying. Is Scotty playing? Probably not. I don't know. That would be nice, but I don't really care. I think it's more like situational, and like they can just you can figure that part out. Because Thibault just guards him anyways, and it's his first game back, and it's probably a shitty time to begin with, right? Mets money line. I think Mets money line. Yeah. Humberto Castellanos versus Trevor Williams. Well, Trevor Williams isn't fantastic, But I would lean that way. The Mets are good, dude. It's time everybody kind of comes around. Hey, Nikki, the Mets are fucking good at baseball. That lineup, and now like you kind of see too, Lindor's kind of settled in as a leader, and they kind of have his vibe, his spunk. Like you could see this Mets team, dude. This Mets team's kind of nice. They're kind of mad nice. I kind of think like power rankings wise, who's better than the Mets? I guess the Dodgers, probably the Giants. The Mets are firmly in my top 5. I'll tell you that. They're a sexy little squad. Jazz money line. I can see if you want to take Jazz points. Because originally, dude, I was gonna what the fuck's it called? Obviously, like you watch the last 2 games and you see the Mavs just kind of dominating, especially Jalen Brunson playing amazing. In your head, you start to think, what happens if Jalen Brunson has like a semi-off game? It's going to get fucking bad. At some point, I would assume Donovan Mitchell just kind of like, I don't think, what we think of Donovan Mitchell. I think he's limited, whatever. But matchup wise, he should have some stuff. I expect something here. I would really expect something out of them here. I think it's a good spot for the Jazz. It's a really, really good spot for the Jazz. I know they kind of suck. And they should just lose this and then lose the next one so they can blow the whole thing up like it needs to happen. But I'm trying to think, because I just picture like who the fuck can stop Donovan Mitchell at the end of the game. But I guess you got to make it close at the end of the game, which they haven't been able to do. And then the other game when it was close, he kind of was chucking up weird shit rather than like getting all the way to the rim. So I don't know. Raptors offense besides FVV and Gary Trent stinks. You're not wrong. No, I don't think so, man. Anunoby's decent now. I want to get started in sports betting. Well, take it really slow, man, and make sure you have the money to do it. I've never invested $1 in my life in anything that I've never invested $1 in my life in anything where I thought I was going to get the money back. It's a good way to go because you never get upset about anything. I'm listening today. Danos. We talked yesterday. Tough spot for Castellanos today. Humberto. Yeah, it is a tough spot. It is a tough spot for Cam. The Mets are just, their lineup is so deep, dude. The lineup is like the scariest part of their team, which is nuts. That lineup is just brutal to get through. And the way the Diamondbacks lost that game last night, like thinking you're going to like go get a good chance to Sin City, NYY, Sin City on the Yanks. I threw a little bit on the Indians just because it seemed a little crazy how wide the line was. And I just like, dude, at some point, I just know, like I'm a fucking Yankees fan, but I just know that the Nestor Cortez thing has a time limit on it. I mean, it's a delivery. So once you figure out the delivery, like his stuff's all right, but there's a time limit on this. Terry's a pretty smart guy. Jazz money line is hella juice for such a shit team. Luka back. I don't know, man. Luka to me, dude, I'm sorry, and I really don't mean to be mean. He's like a fat boy. Bro, he's like a little doughboy running around that looks exhausted all the time. He reminds me of like a really Embiid actually looks in some of the best shape he's been in a while, but it's also not late in the playoffs yet when Embiid tires out. Not his fault. He's had back problems since he was a kid. Not his fault. Luka, on the other hand, looks like he likes Little Debbie's. I think Luka just mows down Little Debbie's. And although I've seen a couple of his TikToks, he has a dog, so he's got to be relatively active outside. I mean, he's a fucking NBA player, dude. I don't know. He likes Little Debbie's, dude. He likes fucking Little Debbie's. That's all I can say. Not the Giants. Mets took 2 of 3. If DeGrom healthy, it'll be Mets, Dodgers, in the NLCS. It's interesting with the Braves hating each other. That really opened the door for people, huh? I wouldn't count the Giants out, man. Although their lineup, especially against lefties right now, leaves something to be desired, which is why we left them off the board yesterday, which ended up being annoying because they had that 7-run inning because Patrick Corbin beat himself like we said he probably was very capable of doing, because that's Patrick Corbin for you. So if there was a lefty to take him against, that would have been him. Poor handicapping on my part. I gave you the information, though, if anybody ended up on him. But fucking poor handicapping on my part. My bad. Bottom line is Gobert is what? What did you say about Gobert? I love that. Is unusable. Gobert sucks. I agree. I agree with you there. Rizzo getting on base. Perpetually on base. User, I want to get started in sports betting. You keep saying that. You hear what I said, though? About don't invest $1 you're not very comfortable with losing. Nick Vitanza, what up, brother? Live betting is the best. I've been crushing. Live betting is a great tool. I agree. They're giving you information. Just I think the information is worth paying all the crazy juice and all the shit involved. Because it is a time suck, too. You have to think about that. Don't get too caught up in it. I try and just watch specific games where I have like the angles where I know the bullpen set up right and I have those specific things so you're not just you just don't want to blow your brains out, Mart's up. Have Giants and Rockies to kick off the afternoon. I like it. I couldn't find a way onto Washington, so maybe that means I should have been on Giants and then Rockies early. I thought there was a little bit of value there. I thought there was a little bit, Red Mamba. I'm like super. I think like it's because it's so matchup wise. Yeah, I mean that's what the fucking game is. But them being able to hit him as opposed being the Rockies versus a left-handed pitcher and Skubal just not having enough there. Yeah, Senzatella is what he is. So there's the gap though. That's kind of like where it's like if it's around a minus 135 or something, it's like it's not the worst thing for me in the world. Price wise, shit. Let me plug this thing in so I don't die. My thoughts on Cortez as well. Guardians have been hitting extremely well too. Yeah, I think at some point that just comes to an end. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be a bad pitcher, but he's not going to be this. He's going to be way overvalued in the market. So if you start fading Nestor Cortez, I'm a fucking Yankees fan. I'm a diehard Yankees fan. I bleed pinstripes since I was a little boy. But fucking, that's what the deal is. Mariners, whatever, minus a half first 5 lock it in, Jake. The Mariners bullpen has been shitty, man. It's a little obnoxious because I really like that Mariners team. Against Bubic sucks. It's Brash. It's just we're paying such a crazy price on such a young kid. Like at some point, Brash is going to run into some obstacles, right? So I have a little trouble with that. LOL. So what if he likes his little Debbies? He puts the ball in the basket. Yeah, well, it'll keep him off the IL if he fucking stops crushing the donuts late. Cards at 16 is a lock too. I don't think so. That one I have more trouble with. I can't ever put Dakota Hudson and lock in the same sentence, at least at this point in his career. He's way too volatile for me. He's pitched way too little over the last X number of years. Like the last 2 years, the guy probably has 4 or 5 starts. I mean, he can't be a lock. It's not possible. Yanks minus 1.5. Well, the game started. I'm personally on the Indians for just the tiniest of bits, but I would lean that way for sure. Miggy going for 3,000 today. I know. I got to flip that game on. Is that in the bottom of the? If I better see that. You know how I got to see it? Oh shit! Is he fucking up? Whoa! Is Miggy up? Is Miggy up? Damn it. He just hit the 3K. Oh my God. I'm trying to find it. That's sick. That is sick. That is sick inside. Oh my God. That hurts like the devil. That hurts like the devil. I'll have to go fucking. Oh, that hurts brutally. Motherfucker. On a single. You got a nice single. So, to right. Fudge! What a Miggy thing to do. Oh, congrats, Miggy. I hope everybody, if you've been watching, if you appreciated him since, I mean, I appreciate him and he took the fucking life out of me. I mean, you respect your enemies more than anyone, right? So, like, he came up with the Marlins right then and then just immediately, as a rookie, punched me right in the gut, gave me an uppercut. When I first heard someone say Guardians thought they were expansion team, yeah, I don't call them that. I refuse. I'll do that like once I'm on a when I'm on a nationally syndicated thing and they make me do it, then I'll go do that. Otherwise, no. Even as the diehard Sox fan, he's killed us for years. Yeah, Miggy, you just respect awesome. I thought, like, as a guy, like, in terms of, like, hitters I've respected over the years, I mean, Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz are 2 of the most hitters I've respected the most in my life. And they killed me time and time again. What's up, Cards? How are you, Sonny? White Sox, Jay Cutler. Yeah, I would lean that direction just based on value more than anything. Are they fucking sitting here doing a whole thing and I'm missing a whole celebration about Miggy too? This is brutal. Cards, Rockies, Phillies again for me today. Yeah, I can see there's some smart people on Phillies. There are some smart people opposite me, that's for sure. I just really felt like, oh, they are doing a whole song and dance. Motherfucker, this is why I like sports. But Jake, inject Matt Brash into my veins. Mariners first spot. Jay Cutler, electric. Bring in electricity, Jay Cutler. I appreciate it. He's fucking electric. I agree. But he's fucking, look at this price. Like minus 160 on fucking a rookie with like 2 starts. And we don't even really have a fucking bullpen because we traded away our closer last year inexplicably. And the whole team was like, why the fuck did we trade away our closer? Arguably one of the worst moves by a manager, by a GM in the last, I don't know how long, but pretty bad. Long held down the Nats yesterday. He did. It's not that hard to hold down the Nats, apparently. That's why I was trying to get my way on to being like, yo, they're going to hit Alex Wood today. They are going to hit him. And I was just like, motherfucker, you can't be so confident in it. I do think they're going to hit him. We'll see what happens, but I think they're going to hit him, but we'll see. Yeah, how do that's another thing that was keeping me off of the Rockies was that it's fucking Mickey's 3,000th hit. This team loves him. Do you see the way they fucking like adore fucking him? It's like the way all the young Warriors players look at Draymond Green. Do you see? It's like their dad. Like they look at him and like, oh, you're so good, man. Reds. So the Rays, is that a bullpen game on both sides if they're starting Whitlock? I mean, I don't know exactly who they're throwing through that, but if that's a bullpen game, you're playing the Rays game. I have to lean that way. I mean, I have no choice. The White Sox, what is that? It's Velasquez versus Dylan Bundy. Yeah, I can't do these kind of projections on Dylan Bundy. This game should be a fucking pick'em. It's just purely value. They have like 20 cents of value or something. I don't know if I want to take it, but if you get a plus 115, that seems kind of, I mean, dude, it's a fucking coin flip, right? Good lineup. Maybe with Hendricks. Hendricks is out, right? For Chicago. So actually with some of these arms, I kind of might do a slight bullpen edge towards the Twins, but they have a coin flip, slight edge lineup, White Sox. Like this should be a coin flip. It's a coin flip game. That's what. So plus 115's not right. Whitlock could struggle starting. Yeah, that's interesting. Has he started before? Yeah, right. Marty Lane. I feel like I've seen his name out there maybe like once or twice last year. If I like Montas, but I don't know about their lineup today. Let's take a peek. Candelario strikes out. Is Nestor just cruising through this Cleveland lineup? Cruise control, man. Let's see. Where is Oakland's lineup that we're concerned about? I mean, how concerned can you be? It's pretty bad to begin with. Maybe once last year, Marty, on the Whitlock starts. I feel like I remember seeing his name at least once out there. Yeah, I mean, I kind of believe in that kid, though. He's kind of got some stones. Sheldon Noosa God. Yeah, Nikki. Oh, God damn it. The Miggy things are coming through now on the top of my phone. How do I literally was about to click it. We talk about it, click it. The timing. It's just because the timing was so close. If I just missed it overall, I'd be like, whatever. But just because I was going to click and I missed it, it makes it tougher. I'm a diehard White Sox fan, and Velasquez is so bad, but Sox got to wake up at some point. Bats got to wake up at some point. Velasquez stinks, but so does Dylan Bundy. I'm not convinced this like Dylan Bundy resurgence. No, I don't believe it. I feel like the Astros rough up Manoah today. Nikki, I think we should add Houston to the board because I agree. That was one where I was saying too, when somebody was talking about something mispriced before, like just off pure pricing, dude, a kid shouldn't be a road fucking favorite going into Houston. Just kind of point blank, period. Even if like the Astros were throwing like fucking, Lisa Ann. Lisa Ann could be pitching today with little titties bouncing all over the place. And Houston should still be slight favorite at home. I feel like you got to earn that. Is Manoah that good? Manoah is that good. But you got to be able to pitch. It does take a brain to go in there to Houston. That's what we talked about yesterday, right? It's not really about your stuff going into Houston. You can have the best stuff in the world, but against that lineup, you just got to learn to pitch through that lineup. So maybe taking a little bit of Houston's not the worst idea in the world. Just checked. Whitlock has never started a game. Okay. Thank you, Marty. Unders has an edge all season. When does Vegas adjust? I don't know. Baseball might adjust too. Like no spring training, Aaron. So people didn't have the time to see the ball get into a rhythm. A lot of hitting's like a rhythm. Once they hit their rhythm, maybe baseball started with dead balls and then is going to start throwing the juiced ones in again like they did last year. I mean, we got to see what ends up happening. I think a lot of it has to do with spring training. I mean, a lot of that, it's a huge part of handicaps now because starters aren't, you see starters finally, they're going to stretch out like 4 or 5 starts in, but during this early period, they've been going shorter. The bats have generally, there's a lot of guys that look like they don't know what the fuck's going on. So I think that has a very big part of it. So I don't know whether they're going to overadjust. That's probably why they are reluctant to overadjust. I like Rangers over 3.5 team total. Okay. Dallas Garcia's in the fucking 7, huh? That's not where I'd put him. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like Frankie Montas. Big Frankie Montas guy. So I'm also a big Urquidy guy. I like Urquidy. Nikki. I agree. He is very solid. The lineup today, Tony Kemp, Sheldon Noose, Sean Murphy, Bethancourt, Piscotty, Andres, Lopez. It's a fucking, I mean, it makes you feel good to have Martin Perez on the other side, and Martin Perez isn't going to throw anything that like fucking, knocks your socks off. So, yeah, I mean, it's a bad lineup, dude. I agree, but they give a shit. That so much. If you give a team in pro sports extra motivation by like literally disrespecting them to the point that team's been disrespected, it goes for a lot. Like most games, teams won't give a shit about because there's 162 of them. I feel like this first stretch of the season, this team is ultra motivated. This Oakland team, like they're above 500. To be able to go in and say we're above 500 ball club, they're gonna be like fighting this first half of the season. I truly believe that. I said it like a week ago or something. I was like, we're gonna be investing in the Oakland A's. They have juice. I ride teams with juice. I like juice. I actually have a bunch of apple juice. Wait, shit. Sorry about who said he is with the pink thing. I my brain can't go back that far. I went for a run this morning for jiu-jitsu. I'm getting ready. So I got a little baked after. Can't make a mistake. Pitch against Houston. They will take you deep every time. I agree. They capitalize hard on those. And that's why younger pitchers with great stuff have a tough time when they go there. Tigers 4-0. Bamboozle. Hot dogs and hamburgers. Holy cow. And look at that. Washington with runners on first and second. Are they going to hit Alex Wood today? I like this. This is a good test for me. We couldn't bet on it, but I do think the Nationals get to Wood. Do they? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I got to start looking into team totals and shit more so I can. Oh, and then Carlos Hernandez grounds into a double play. Such a national thing to do. Whitlock can still go 4 innings, though he's already done it twice this year. Yeah, and Whitlock's like, he's learning. He's actually learning pretty quick as a pitcher. When you watch that guy, not game to game, but, like month to month, his progression in the bigs has been I'm pretty impressed by that kid. Every time I watch him, I'm like, you're a little bit better, which is impressive because, you're young. Manoah can't have a great start every single game. Agree, and this is a bad spot for him. That's why I just threw Houston on the board. I'll probably take a little bit of that. I don't hate that. If he's still a dog, I'll take any plus money there because it's disrespectful too. And I hate the Astros. I'm a Yankees fan. They're scum. Still be respectful. Torque 3-run bomb. Torquey Torque. Are our Tigers' aspirations going to come true? I'm pretty sure I put them as like a top 15 team preseason. Does that come true? We're doing a podcast, me and my buddy, on Sunday, so I'm going to update power rankings too and run through them with him. Weather and timing? For what, a 3-run bomb? Rattle the cattle, baby. Go Oakland. How many units, Grizz? I have 2 units on the Grizzlies. Money line. I don't see how they lose this fucking game. TJ Queese. how do you lose this game if you're them? Like, you have so much momentum. I mean, Ja Morant's how you lose the game. That's how you lose the fucking game. If he just psychopaths around like a crazy person and gets a psycho roll going, and then Dylan Brooks starts it because he gets the fucking crazies from him and it just starts going around the team. But then you just bring Tyus Jones in if you're the coach and say, stop that shit. And they stop it and get back in the game. So it's like, there's like antidotes for the poisons on that fucking team. So no, I don't think they're winning a championship this year. But unless Ja Morant just like has a good look in the mirror and it's like, I should stop doing this, just play defense and like be very opportunistic as opposed to thinking I'm the guy because everybody else gets better offense on the team besides me. If he can do that, the Grizz can win because the Warriors don't play real basketball anymore. I miss their old, what they had for a while was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. I miss like that. People used to hate the Spurs. Don't you miss it now? Don't you miss it now? Be careful what you wish for. Martin Perez is poopy. I agree. He is poopy. He's kind of overperformed poopy expectations though, because people have been like Martin Perez is poopy for like 8 years now, it feels like, and like he always overperforms a little bit. But I think now we're at the point where it's like Cliff. Here's the Cliff. Here's the Martin Perez Cliff. Oh, it's about Manoah. Yeah, Manoah is good. I agree. Manoah is very, very good. But you're also, this is like a different, that is, Houston is pretty easy to actually handicap at home because with the big spacious ballpark, like you just, a smart guy, preferably a fly ball pitcher, has a lot of success in Houston, always. But these kids like a Manea, like a Manoah, these kind of guys that's a little more like, younger, really good stuff, sometimes get themselves into trouble. Although you can't quite put Manea in that category anymore. Early Manea. I remember I used to fade Manea every time he faced Houston early in his career. It was just like clockwork. It was the easiest money ever, every single time. Same thing. You just have one inning where it all blew up and they got to him. Okay. T-Wolves don't have it. I agree. John Brooks plays so out of control. When Brooks is playing smart and he creates for others, he's all right. Electrics Phillies win yesterday. I agree, Cousin Cade. They had so many chances. If they would have blown that, it would have been ridiculous with like letting the runner go to third with nobody. Grizzlies could beat the Warriors. I think they can. I agree. Celtics +9 tees free. I think the Celtics can definitely win that game. This is like a pretty bad iteration of Brooklyn. How crazy is it looking back on it now that Brooklyn basically traded like Jared Allen and Karis LeVert for fucking Seth Curry? I mean, my lord, that looks bad, doesn't it? Nets take game 3 by a landslide. Yeah, I just don't believe that. I don't think they're good enough to beat anybody by a landslide. I can see the Jazz taking their game by a landslide, but I can't see that one. That's not for me. Blue Jays can put up 7 on the Astros, though. I like Jose. Personally, I am a Jose Urquidy guy. And one thing we never thought about with Toronto is like what happens when a lot of the like league really adjusts to Toronto's young hitters. Everyone's just like automatically banking that all of the young hitters are just like, yo, whatever. Like it's like, I mean, what has their organization done with like Lourdes Gurriel, who I think has some of the best tools and like hitting tools in baseball? Not great. So to suggest that all these guys are going to really just rebound right back perfectly, I just think there's some holes now in this Blue Jays lineup, more holes than I thought there were before. And I think Urquidy's pretty good, actually. I think he's pretty tough. All of those guys are pretty tough. I like Urquidy. I like Luis Garcia. I think they're tough. Very mentally tough guys. Never give in. And I could see them getting out of jams against this Toronto lineup. Brooks could be good, so if he didn't take dumb fouls on defense and 4 shots every single possession. Yeah, but those things bring things. That's why like Jay Crowder does a lot of stupid things and people are like, why? But, it does things. Jazz blow, stop it. I know they stink, but the Mavs aren't going to play the Mavs played their best 2 games of the series. I have +700 future Jazz to win game 1 and lose series. That's hilarious. I think they probably will lose the series because they'll win this one, then go back to Dallas and lose, right? No Altuve in the Astros lineup either. I heavily lean Jays, but Stroh's plus money, never a bad bet. Just Stroh's plus money at home against a young pitcher. Seems like mildly inflated, no? Pirates, Cubs over. Why did my brain just blank? Zach Thompson versus Kyle Hendricks. It's pretty tough. What is it? Is it like 7? Is it only 7.5? No, like I feel like we're like flip like 10. 10. Wait, what? Wait, what's happening? Wait. 10. Hey, you guys, okay, it's 10 for a reason. Hey. Well, you guys can all go off that one. It's 10 because is it a day game at fucking Wrigley? When does the game start? Is it a night game at Wrigley? Because they have rain and shit going around or something? Again? Oh, day game at Wrigley. Yeah, balls fly out, day game in the Midwest. That's a big reason why. It's not because of the pitching matchup. Zach Thompson, Kyle Hendricks. I get they touched Hendricks up last time out right in Pittsburgh. Dude, Kyle Hendricks at home. I'm good. That's cool for me. Cubs are due for a big day, man. Yeah, maybe if their lineup was like proven and good, I could say that. But like, it's not proven. It's like a surprising lineup, not a proven lineup. So I can't be like, oh, they're due to fucking do things I don't know that they can do. I mean, I'm due to become president then. Thompson ERA is horrendous. Zach Thompson's very talented. I personally think. I think that's fucking insane. I'm going to take out of pure principle. I'm going to take under, I think. That seems fucking wildly insane to me. 10? 10 meatballs, sir? You want all 10 meatballs, sir? I don't know, man. That's fucking wild to me. Come back to me after the Cubs game. Come back tomorrow, bro. And we'll talk. I mean, if you're right, man. Cubs always start off not, and then they'll fade to fourth in the Central in no time. not full. I don't know. That division is weird. I still believe in the Brewers to be one of the best teams in baseball. I have a hard time thinking I'm so wrong there because I think they have all the pieces that make a good team. So it's just like hard for me to believe. Although what did Yelich? Did he start like smoking meth? He is terrible. What happened? He was like one of my favorite players in baseball. And now I'm like, dude, like, it's like somebody swapped you out with Pete Davidson. And it's Pete Davidson hitting every day. I like Brewers, Phillies over as well. Hauser with a little FIP regression is your argument. Wheeler, no spring training. I like where your head's at. The one thing I'll say that I'd have a problem with the over in that, Nikki, the Phillies lineup sucks right now. It doesn't suck right now. It doesn't suck. I recall my words. The Phillies lineup's performing very poorly right now. Like, they're not playing like together. And here's a big thing too. Really, really, really big thing. And Jay Cutler smokes. This would be a big thing for the under. The Phillies lineup is assembled incorrectly, which is really, really big. The Phillies lineup is assembled incorrectly. Nick Castellanos should be in the 2-hole. It should be Segura, Castellanos, Harper, Real Muto, Schwarber, Hoskins, whatever the fuck at the end. Boom, whatever. That's what it should be. Because Castellanos is a 2-hitter on whatever team he's playing on, basically. I mean, unless he's playing with like fucking Mike Trout. I mean, I don't even like Mike Trout that much. I think I'd probably put Castellanos in the 2-hole. Castellanos is in the 2-hole on any fucking team he's playing on. And you see it come up time and time again. How many times does Rhys Hoskins get out in a big spot? Or they have Real Muto up there and he gets out in a big spot. And then you see Castellanos get a hit later or something. Your best hitter's got to be in the fucking 2-hole. You gotta. You have to. You have to. Maybe not your best player. Yeah, you kind of want your best, like, just pure hitter every time. Like, I like Rizzo in our 2-hole. Like, I fucking think he belongs there. Yeah, I don't know. Castellanos just has to be in the 2. I know that. Like, I know the sun is going to come up tomorrow. That's what I know. Like, it's just something I ingrained in my core. Like, I know Jimmy Butler is going to reach down and fuck the Heat in the ass at some point during the playoffs. Like, I know that. I know Castellanos needs to be in the 2-hole. And it costs them runs every game. I'm telling you, watch Phillies games through the lens of Castellanos should be in the 2-hole, and you'll just be like, oh, that's a run. Oh, that's a run. And Joe Girardi has no idea. You know, Joe Girardi's just like sitting there like fucking like, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. I get knocked down. Fucking Joe Girardi. I can't believe I had to deal with that fucking guy. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I bet you he does listen to fucking what? I get why the hell? Chumbawamba? Tub Thumper? Chumbawamba. Who sang that song? Fuck, my brain, dude, is just falling apart. I think I'm gonna have like fucking Tellez going yard for you today. I'd like that. Oh, Jay Cutler smokes. Well, it'll go yard for me too, so I dig it. Okay. What else do we need to talk about? I guess I took a tiny bit of Raptors. Feels irresponsible to take it 2.5 though. But I'm taking Lemos and Archuleta. If nobody wants to talk UFC though, I can not talk that shit. Because I'm not like wildly confident either. They're both fucking avocado plays for me today. Braves. I was not going to be on the Braves. I've just been. There's something in me that's I don't really like Elijah Hernandez and I really like Ian Anderson. How bad can the Marlins be? I feel like they're a good team. I don't know. I might just be really off on the Marlins. I like in my head I'm like they're gonna XYZ, but they're not gonna XYZ, are they? All right, Yankees into the top 4th, 0-0. Man, we suck. Our lineup sucks. It's such trash. And now we fucked with DJ LeMahieu's confidence too. They never XYZ ever. Fuck, dude. I'm not cool enough to know what XYZing is. Ending it? Closing it? Is it closing? I kind of like that. That's called closing. Like examine your zipper, close your zipper. Is that XYZing is closing something? Shutting the door? Finishing strong? Mets good bet all day. You'd think you'd rather be on that side, right? I trust Trevor Williams enough. I actually think Humberto Castellanos is decent, but I trust what's his face enough. Do I? Pretty fucking hittable. And I kind of like this 11 fly balls at Chase Field. Last time out, Humberto Castellanos. Wait, did he just pitch against them? Did this matchup just happen? Are they playing again? This matchup just happened. Yo, I might be fucking with a little. Yo, I kind of want fucking you guys. I think the D-backs are going to win that game. What's the line? Is it above plus 120, plus 125? Can you give me plus 125 on that game? Fuck. What matchup? Mike saying we're talking about Mets D-backs right now. I'm thinking of adding the D-backs to the board. Lugo blew it in that game. Interesting. I like Seth Lugo, actually. The Mets are mad good. We were just talking about how they're like a top 5 team for me. They're still the Mets. Let's not forget who they are, okay? They have the curse of the Mets stink on them. Plus 130 for you, Aaron. Oh, no. What is happening? I'm going to end up betting on the D-backs right now. Oh, no. I'm shopping. I've got shopping. Oh, no. Oh, God, I'm getting some good prices. I got a plus 133. I got a plus 134. Oh, no. Jacques Desbiens, he's going to have the Arizona money. I did it. What's the best line I can get, though? I want to finish. Maybe not. Thinking about it matchup wise. So this is what eventually. So everything that just spooped out in my head. Let me check bullpens real quick because I only put a little bit. Let me check bullpens. But let me explain to you why. It has a lot to do with the Chase Field humidor. The humidor would be why. What they doctor the baseballs. Did they stop doing that? Anybody really quick, did they stop doctoring those baseballs before I put down too much money? So Melancona's pitched the last 2 nights. We don't have a closer. Mildly annoying. There's also like no reason to take this right now. Everybody's going to be betting on the Mets. So like I can just stop it. But let's just look from a... So no Edwin Diaz. Neither team has a closer tonight. Jake, you're donating to Vegas with that D-backs bet. Well, I live here. Look at me donating to my surroundings. I won't have to go help a homeless person this week. I'll just donate to my home. Look at me donating to my town. What a good guy. We have the polar bear and Lindor. Sure. We have converted pitcher David Peralta. We have some fucking rando named Seth Beer in the cleanup spot. Is the line about yet? What time is that game? God damn, now I'm invested. I might just throw a ton of money. Stop it. Stop. Seth Beer. Wait, fucking hold on. Oh, it's not till tonight. Okay. All right. So does anybody have the on the doctoring the baseball information if it stopped? I think that would be something somebody would know if it stopped. Penn State coming in hot. Nets money line can't do. Raptors money line can do. Grizzly money line I love. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about hockey, but if anybody does, you seem to have a pretty good read. I can see Nets money line. I can see it. I just don't like it. But I mean, you have the best player on the planet, so I can't say I don't see it. That's pretty difficult to come up with. So Penn State, I like what you're putting down, man. Celtics game under. Oh, I don't know. Playoff basketball over under. I mean, what? I don't know. I don't know if I can get into that right now. I'm a little too baked. They stopped last year, right? Oh, they stopped before last year started. Okay. So doctoring the baseballs would have been more fun there. So maybe we'll move them to the what I'm thinking though, the reason why that Castellanos guy pitches pretty well at home because he's a fly ball guy, and especially when they were doctoring the baseballs, like for the humidity or whatever, that made them stay in, right? Math wise, you put them in the humidor, heavier, stay in, yeah. So I think that was probably more helpful to Castellanos before, but he's a fly ball guy, which I think works well at Chase. Maybe a home run factors. Let me look. Home run ballpark factors. Let's see, man. Home runs at Coors are obviously super high, man. Wow, the Angels Stadium is a lot this year. Great American Ballpark, obviously. Guaranteed Rate Field. White Sox, obviously. Midwest Summers, obviously. Okay, but Chase, did they rename Chase? It got renamed again? Dude, what is the name of that ballpark? Chase, yeah. Oh, tiny home run factor. I like this matchup because I feel like ground ball guys always have trouble out there. Maybe it's the rattlesnakes going around underground and they create, maybe the movie Tremors, those things moving around underground create funny hops. But I think they're gonna. Trevor Williams stinks, dude. Come on. He needs so much variance to pitch well. If you ever bet on Trevor Williams, he doesn't stink that bad. He stinks. Let's see. How bad was he last year? What was he doing? Was he even starting last year? Dudes. I'm telling you, this is a D-backs play. Nice. Cash Penguins. Wow. Jay Cutler. Nice, man. Good to start to your day. They stop. Okay. Damn. Jake, hockey is the best sport to gamble on. Maybe I got to get into more hockey. I know nothing about hockey. I have to start so fresh, and I'm doing that with UFC. But I want to be a UFC. I really want to do something career-wise in the UFC. It's like really important to me to end up doing at some point. Like it brings me serious joy watching UFC. I need to learn that. So like athletics -1.5 plus 165, great value. Nikki, I don't hate that. I'm going to add a little bit of that. Let me write myself a note to take a little bit of that. I don't take enough run lines. Put a little thing so I remember it later. Thank you, Nikki. Come chill, bro. You've been around, haven't you? I feel like I've seen your face before. The face in the picture. That's what I mean. Obviously, not really. You're fading who today? Oh, in hockey. Give me Rangers Bruins pick. Dude, I got nothing on hockey. Somebody in the chat can, though. We have somebody in the chat. Oh, give me Rangers Bruins pick. Somebody likes Rangers in here. I do like watching hockey finals, and I like going to Vegas Knights games. I grew up on like Martin Brodeur and like Scott Niedermayer and all those. There's a difference between being able to watch something and know what's going on and being able to bet on it. Like I know what's going on in every sport when I watch it. I know the fucking rules to cricket. I still don't fucking – I need to learn every player in the league. You know how fucking long that takes? With all these other sports, I just have it already. Like I watch all college basketball. I just know all the people in the NBA already better than I don't even need to watch NBA to handicap NBA. I know who they all are. I saw them as children, and now they're men. Like it's like I saw what kind of people they were. I know they are. I fucking watched Jimmy Butler. I know who he is. I watched Jason Tatum. I know who he is. I know who these people are. I watch fucking conversely. I watch Jalen Brunson win championships in 2 of his fucking 3 years in college. I know who he is. I watched Tyus Jones take a team that wasn't coached at all and put him on his back and be like, we are champions. Like, I know who these people are. I'll lose money on Tyus Jones 10 days of the fucking week with how much stuff I've watched him and how well I think I know that kid. I play for the White Sox. Coughing and pooping plays for the White Sox. I play for the Brown. You play for the Brown Sox more likely. That's not a good. I don't have anything good. Sorry. My brain's fading. Do a parlay. Sorry, my brain shuts down right there, brother. I don't do parlays. Sorry, man. Appreciate it, man. If you love the streams, I appreciate it. We're gonna have production soon because I'm gonna sign with somebody relatively soon. So we'll have like a real show with productions. I can't read your thing about the parlay, dude. We don't do parlays here. I'm sorry. In the chat, you guys can do what you want, but I don't talk about parlays. It's just not for me. I've never met anybody that does this professionally that does anything more than degenerately sprinkle a parlay personally that supports a family with kids and like a house. Like I don't know anybody. So they might be there. I don't know them though. So I can't tell people to do that. I really am here to help people. That's the only reason I'm here. Like truly. That's first and foremost. We're going to turn this into something because now I have some ideas. But that's first and foremost. So I'm not doing that. Just not doing that. But when you learn it's a double whammy, the Jen sprinkles are the most. We need Dreamer Jake back. Dreamer Jake lost $5,000 on Jordan Lugo last night. He's alive and well. I promise you. He's right fucking here. There's a difference between Dreamer and pissing money down the toilet. I don't pay fucking juice to the book so that I can put 2 teams on a ticket instead of 1. I'm giving them like 15% so I can just be like, whoop-a-doo. Like that's not being a dreamer. That's giving the book money. I don't pay extra taxes. I just paid fucking 6-figure taxes. I ain't giving extra taxes. 2 different things. Oh, I dreamed. Do you know how much money I had on Aaron Pico? Honestly, I'm not on fucking Aaron Pico, the idiot who lost to him, Adley Edwards. Do you know how much money I had on Adley Edwards? I fucking wish I still had the tickets because I want to show them to you and have you call me not a dreamer. That is the worst insult I've ever gotten. I am a dreamer, my friend. I'll dream till the fucking end. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I think Lemos, let's see. I think Lemos can win by KO or decision today. Or sub, honestly. I think she's open. Let's see what happens. I got to improve my UFC a little bit. I think I should spare people talking about it on the moment because just relative to other things, I mean, just low confidence unless I have like an Aspinall spot, a Cannonier spot, a Brandon Royval all over Kai Kara France spot. These like spots, unless I have one of those like specific spots, I'm really unbelievably confident. I should shut the fuck up. So I will. Anybody got any last stuff? We hit an hour. Jake, I'm telling you, Mariners -5.5 is -5. -0.5 first half is -120. You're looking at the money line, which is juice. I know, man. First 5, though. Brash versus Bubic. First 5. Fucking Mariners lineup, dude. It's fucking stinky. It's been better. It's going to end up being good. It's just every time I watch it, I'm like, fuck, I don't like this right now. Rap started. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just like, I can't, I don't know. Jay Cutler, you're probably, I mean, I get where you're coming from and stuff. I just like, dude, some kid. I don't know this fucking kid. Like, I don't know this kid. You don't think the Mariners have the lead after 5 innings with Brash versus Bubic? I think maybe they do, maybe they don't. I think maybe they do, maybe they don't. I mean, I think Brash probably pitches well. Would it shock me if, like, Merrifield does well against him? No. He's a good contact hitter. Very hard to get Merrifield out. I don't care who you are. Benintendi, pretty good contact hitter. Nicky Lopez, I think pretty decent enough contact hitter, no? He's got a pretty damn low strikeout percentage. Carlos Santana works people. I mean, Salvador Perez, he's a vet. I mean, you know, I get it. I certainly get it. But just like cooking it up in my head, it's like, you know. I think the Brash kid, he definitely looked good. We watched him the other day on live stream. But it wouldn't surprise me if they hit Brash, to be honest. I don't think this Royals lineup is that bad. Spyrogliss, what's up, dude? How are you? Oh, TikTok isn't loading for some reason? Huh. Yeah, I know. Miggy, it is great. I'm very happy for Miggy, dude. That's fucking wonderful. Gotta be happy for him. But all right, brothers, I've been going for an hour. We're on the back end. Pro Gambling, what's up, dude? How are you? You came for the back end. Jake, people look at some hockey for me. Aaron Holtz, dude, we just got to delegate. If we have a gambling show, we can have on hockey people. Like I'm going to have at some point, like a fucking syndicated betting show. We'll have on hockey people. I just can't. You only have so many waves in the day. I got to focus enough on like mental health outside of working because I work fucking like a dog as it is. So I just hockey's not going to be one for me, I don't think. But yeah, dude, it's also All right, Spiral. I'll see you soon, brother. Yeah, I'll talk to you. Yeah, I'm sure I will at some point. Once I have a better grip on UFC, I'm sure at some point later in life. Life's a long fucking life. So, Tyler B, you are late, brother. Cortez just gave up a dinger. 2-0 Indians. Ba-boom-ba. Ba-boom-ba. Let's see if I can guess who hit it. Well, I cheated. Top of the fifth, 1 out. So it was like Bobby Bradley. Did Bobby Bradley go bang? Who went bang? Ahmed Rosario. No, Josh Naylor. Josh Naylor. Been hitting well this year. I like his approach at the plate. Their lineup looks a lot deeper. Once, like, if you can get this lineup 7 deep, if Quan, Max Straw's a pretty good leadoff hitter. Ramirez in the 3, Franmil in the 4 sucks. I would just flip Rosario and Naylor. Naylor in the 5, Rosario in the 6. I can't bet against my favorite teams. I can. Makes it pretty easy because then I'm happy either way. I don't bet enough to ever get emotional, though. I can't remember the last time I gave a shit when something I cared about last night because I was like fucking with Lugo. I really didn't think that was going to happen. I thought he was special. So when my special reads are wrong, I get upset, but I can't get upset. So if I lose, if the Yankees win and I lose the bet, it's just like, oh, sweet. You got to love it. With no Bobby Bradley and Naylor instead, it's great. Yeah, Bobby Bradley, dude, I still kind of believe in. I know. He's pretty fucking uninspiring. It's like 3-pitch strikeouts in big spots, like literally 3-pitch strikeouts. I think Naylor can evolve into a good player, though. I've always thought he had a pretty decent approach at the plate. Oh, this becomes a difficult game now, doesn't it? Was that on a fucking 0-2 pitch? No, that wasn't on an 0-2 pitch. He's not like that. No. A 1-1, throw him a slider, middle low. Boo-boo. Boo-boo. Don't be doing things like that. All right. And now, dude, Aaron Hicks in the 6. I mean, just like, what the fuck? Aaron Boone is the most clueless motherfucker on planet Earth. Has absolutely no idea what he's like. I promise you, Aaron Boone has no idea what's going on. He doesn't even know what fucking day of the week it is. That guy's like a fucking robot or a AI. Like what was that show about the West that the people were all fucking fake weird people? Westworld. That's fucking Aaron Boone. Just like, hi, I'm Aaron Boone. Just the managerial decisions are unfathomable. From that guy, from Girardi, from Matheny, there are some managers that just cheat their team out of wins. I think that's what a lot of good teams have. Just managers that don't cheat themselves out of wins. Like Alex Cora just does like baseline. And it's like, Jesus, this guy's unbelievable after having to fucking sit with the garbage we've had as Yankees fans for so long. All right, off that cliff. I will see you guys soon. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. I guess I'll tweet out the Houston edition because I kind of do want a little fucking Houston action. I take a little bit of that right now. All right. Going Cubs and Braves under later on my leans. Cubs can never get mad at Hendricks at home. That's in like 10 minutes, by the way, Tyler B. Braves under. I don't know about Elijah Hernandez. I'm just not a big Elijah Hernandez guy. So whatever you want to do there makes sense. All right. Hope everybody has an absolutely wonderful one. Be good, guys. All right, Spiral. I'll talk to you soon, bro.